Hello hunters! Welcome to the Ghost Roast, where we break down every ghost like they always rant. These are comedy breakdowns for people who think hiding behind the door is a good idea. Now, without wasting more time, let's learn survival with comedy. Spirit. Spirit is like that lazy coworker who shows up just enough to not get fired. No special powers, no fancy tricks. This guy does nothing. Your only way to spot a spirit, besides evidence obviously, is by smudging his ghost room, or him during a hunt when he's close to you, and as soon that smudge ends, you start a 3-minute timer, and if he hunts exactly 3 minutes after the smudge ended, it's a spirit. But good luck having enough smudges. By the way guys, don't you think we should have an in-game timer for moments like this? Smash a like if you agree. Now, let's move to the most dangerous ghost of the game, the Wraith. The Wraith is basically a ninja ghost with teleporting axe. He doesn't touch the ground, doesn't follow the rules, and certainly loves to invade your personal space like it's his job. Salt is his kryptonite and his giveaway. Drop salt in his ghost room, and if he hasn't been touched for a while, get out of the map as soon as possible, unless one of the two reasons. 1. You are feeling like a Rambo, or 2. You are holding a crucifix like you are a nun competing for the first place, as this ghost will teleport to you from anywhere in the map. And I'm quite surprised he doesn't teleport to us to the van, to be honest. Phantom. This one is all about making your sanity go bye-bye. If you look at it, your brain starts leaking IQ points, and you might even forget how to open a door. Trust me. His giveaway is that he loves to disappear for brief moments during a hunt, like it's got stage fright. Now you see me, now you don't. One thing that many people don't know about this ghost is that he has a teleporting ability like the Wraith. However, he cannot spawn on top of you, but he can make interactions around you and pretend that he's in that ghost room for a moment, making you believe that he's in there, but he's not, and he will vanish without a trace. This one surely got a troll degree. Poltergeist. This ghost has anger issues. If the ghost room looks like a kid turned it upside down, it's probably this guy. He loves chucking stuff around the room. This is the ghost version of a rage quitter. His giveaway is that he's on steroids, and sometimes exaggerates in the force he applies when throwing objects around. Put 4 or 5 objects stacked in a pile in the ghost room, and when he throws one of them with brute force, like he's an anime character, everything will fly. Polter spotted. Banshee. Imagine you go to a bar with a group of friends, and there is someone obsessed with one of you, to the point it won't let you go, like ever. If during multiple hunts you feel like a candle in a date, and you feel like the ghost is specifically targeting the same person over and over, that's most likely a Banshee. But there is 2 more giveaways. One is that the Banshee can teleport and spawn on top of you, but only if you are in the same floor, unlike the Wraith that can do it from anywhere despite the floor that you are. The other giveaway is that Banshees love to sing. A bit different, but yeah. So keep an ear in your parabolic and you might hear something peculiar, let's say. Jinn. Jinn is like a horse chasing a carrot, and you, of course, are the carrot. And although it's obvious that he sees you in the dark like other ghosts do, this one sees you better in the lights, and he will turbocharge you in your direction. His giveaway is precisely that, the lights. Since this one likes the light, he will not turn the breaker off, and you can also let the breaker off in purpose so he doesn't get his turbocharged batteries. Mare. Mare hates light like it's personal. You flip a light switch, it flips a table. If you notice the lights are being turned off constantly, and even lamps are breaking unusually more often than normal, it's probably a Mare. Keep things bright and watch it chill in a corner. Just keep in mind that all ghosts can switch off and break off the lights, but Mare does it more often. Revenant. The Revenant doesn't chase, it hunts. And when it sees you, you are the one that owes him rent for the past 3 months. His giveaway is that he's the chillest guy ever. He thinks before making each step. But when he sees you, oh man, you owe him 3 months of rent, don't forget. Run and smudge because you can never outrun this ghost. Shade. Shade, shy ghost, quiet ghost, absolutely hates attention. We got an introvert here. When there's people nearby, it goes full turtle mode. The second you leave its room, it will unleash the grudge it has on you for invading its personal space. The giveaway is that this ghost doesn't do many interactions, especially if you are nearby. Demon. Demon doesn't care about your feelings or your timeline. This one hunts early, often, and aggressively. You are doomed. Like the type of ghost that shows up before you even unpack. You are unpacking, he will help you unpack so he can kill you faster. Its giveaway is precisely its aggression. He will hunt in shorter intervals. is weaker against crucifixes. This means your crucifixes will abrange more area against demons. Plus, this ghost is super crazy, like he forgot to take his calming pills, as this ghost can hunt you even if you have 100 sanity. Yurei. Yurei is both a simple ghost, but also a really hard one. It all depends on its location on the map. Its giveaway is that he has a door fetish. This one loves to close doors fully. No other ghost does that. So from now on, keep an eye on the doors, and if there is no doors, well, I'm gonna be honest, good luck. Oni. Oni is that type of hyperactive kid who loves to touch everything and is very tempted to go under your pants. This one has 2 giveaways. Ironically, despite being an hyperactive type of ghost, he is very educated, and he will never hiss at you. Hiss is those foggy clouds that creep you out with a sound whenever they touch you. The other giveaway is hard to spot, and you have to pay a lot of attention. During a ghost hunt, the ghosts blink, but this one sometimes forgets and blinks twice instead of once. Imagine a thing like blink, stop, blink, stop, blink, blink, stop. Something like this. Yokai. Yokai hunts when you talk too much, literally. The louder you are, the closer it gets to ruining your night. So if you are in Discord with a group of friends and someone is yelling, "Where's the bone? Where's the bone?" Congrats, you are the bait. However, you are lucky, because Yokai senses are not the sharpest, and she only senses you if you are very close to her. And by senses, I mean both your voice and your equipments. So just move a bit away from this ghost, and scream at her, and turn on your flashlight, and if she completely ignores you, that's an Yokai. Hantu. Freezing temps? Check. Breath on your neck? Check. It's Hantu time. Gets faster in cold rooms, so unless you like being chased by an angry mist machine, keep the breaker and those lights on. He has 2 giveaways, but one is less subtle. His first giveaway is that when the breaker is off, you will leave a breath cloud. If you are a chicken and you are scared of turning the breaker off, you can still spot him, as he will always be fast at the beginning of the hunt, because he's in this ghost room, and this ghost room will always be cold, no matter if you have the lights on. So keep an eye when the speed changes to another room with light. Goryo. Goryo is like a gamer streamer. He only appears in a computer screen. In person, nada. You'll never see him leaving his room, as he does everything there. He's living the dream. And this giveaway is precisely that. He never changes ghost rooms. Although, if he does a ghost event near you, he can spawn there. But that doesn't mean he changes room, he's just trying to troll you. And finally, you can only see him in dots in your van's computer. You will never see him in dots in person. Think like this, if you are with a friend, and your friend is inside the house and you are watching the ghost in the computer, and he appears in dots, he will appear to you in the van, but your friend will not see him in person. And that's the Goryo giveaway. Myling. Myling is like a stealth assassin, super quiet when hunting, but surprisingly talkative in paramics. My personal tactic to spot a Myling is to place an EMF tier 2 near my hiding spot between me and the ghost. And if I hear the EMF first, then the ghost footsteps, congrats, it's a Myling. Onryo. Onryo thinks it's his birthday every day, and I mean every day. This one can't see a candle lit. He will blow it. Yes, all ghosts like to do some blowing, but this one in particular is the one that says watch and learn. To spot this one is actually harder than you think. He has some kind of threshold. If you place 3 candles in the ghost room, you will trap this ghost. And he cannot hunt before he blows the 3 candles, because he thinks it's his birthday. Again. So, if a hunt starts exactly 2 or 3 seconds after a candle is blown, it's an Onryo. However, there is a couple of things. 1, this ghost can hunt like a normal ghost do, even if he doesn't have candles in its room. But if you place 3 candles, that's a threshold. He needs to blow 3 of them before he can hunt. 2, after the birthday hunt begins, I mean the 3 candles hunt, he will only need to blow 1 candle each time for the next birthday hunt. And lastly, the map candles also count, and that's why this is a very hard ghost. Imagine he is in the chapel, in Sunny Meadows. There is a lot of candles there, and you will most likely not notice he already blew 3 candles. That's why he is very hard to spot, depending on where he is in the map. Crazy ghost is one. The twins. You know what's worse than one annoying ghost? 2 of them. The twins are like that sibling duo who argue over who gets to hunt you first. One throws a plate across the kitchen, and the other slams the door upstairs, and neither of them pays the rent. Their vibe? Confusing as hell. They will make you question your own sanity, which by the way is their favorite seasoning. Their giveaway is that they do multiple interactions at the same time, in different places. Also, just one of them hunts at a time, and one is faster than the other, so keep an eye on that. They take turns, kinda. Raiju. Raiju is like bringing a kid to an amusement park, where he will run as fast as he can to get into the ride. Whenever the lights are on, and there is also equipment turned on in certain areas of the map, this thing will sprint at the speed of light. One good way to spot this one is by leaving a trail of electronic equipment, so EMF, spirit box, motion sensors, etc. Hide nearby, and if you hear the ghost speeding up when he's passing through those electronic equipments and then he's slowing down, congrats, it's a Raiju. Obake. Obake is a shapeshifter, leaves random weird fingerprints, like 6 fingers, kinda weird, and he can't decide if he has 5 fingers or he has 6. He reminds me of a zebra, he doesn't know if he's white with black stripes or if he's black with white stripes, he just can't decide himself. And besides the fingerprints looking weird, this ghost also changes forms during hunts, so keep an eye when he is hunting, and if you see him magically switching to another form for a brief second, congrats, it's an Obake. Moroi. Moroi starts slow, but as the game keeps going, he becomes a hunted speedrunner, fooled by your own
sanity.
So the less sanity you have, the faster this ghost becomes. A fun fact is that this ghost actually curses you. Whenever you get a spirit box response, your sanity will go poof. A curious fact is that if you are playing with 0 sanity from the start, the Moroi and Thaye will have very similar speeds. And you can distinguish them apart by placing yourself in a safe distance between you and the ghost, and if you notice the ghost speeding up even more, like it's your best friend trying to give you a hug, it's a Moroi. Deogen. Deogen is the kind of guy who always rushes to not get late to work, but when he reaches there, it takes 20 minutes to put on a shirt and start working. It wants to kill you more than anyone else, but at the same time, it wants to take all the time of the world to do it. Good luck hiding from this one, because this one always knows where you are. And I mean always, you cannot hide from him. And as further this ghost is away from you, the faster he gets. But as he moves closer, he is becoming like a slow snail. Matrix. Like I said, this one wants to take his time. Thaye. Thaye starts off crazy aggressive, hunts like it's a ghost on Red Bull, and then slowly gives up on life. The longer you are in the house, the weaker it becomes. Let's say it's just like a ghost with commitment issues. First, it's everywhere. Doors slamming, items flying, EMF screaming, people screaming. Then, a bunch minutes later, it's like, I'm over it. I'm gonna be honest, guys, to find this ghost without evidence, you have to be a very brave person, or you have to bring a ton of love with you. Because this ghost is gonna have some of that butt, and you have to be in the ghost room for it to become weaker over time. Mimic. Mimic is a copycat. This guy became an engineer by copying other people's exams. This ghost is all lies. You think it's a polter? Nah. Suddenly acting like a demon? Nah. It copies all ghost behaviors, just watch you suffer. Thankfully, this one has a huge giveaway. It will always show you ghost orbs even if you are playing with 0 evidence. But let me give you an example. Imagine you are playing with 3 evidence and you get EMF, spirit box and dots, but you also have orbs. This means that in total you have 4 clues and it has to be a mimic. If this guide saved your sanity a little bit and made you smirk or even laugh, maybe drop me a like or a sub, and if not, I'll send a Deogen to your house. Peace.